Alright, so we have Sean O'Malley versus Kris Moutinho. So Sean O'Malley's got a 4-inch height advantage and a 2-inch reach advantage. He comes in as a southpaw. He's frequently looking to switch his stance, throws a lot of feints. He's got very high striking IQ, in my opinion. He makes reads very quickly and he executes on those reads quite well. And I think he does have the speed advantage here. We'll get into Chris's striking in a second, but yeah, I think he has the speed advantage here in this one. Sean O'Malley's got a vast arsenal of kicks from either stance, which is an unusual look because you don't usually get people that throw power kicks from either stance. Usually they're quite, they favour one leg more than the other, when they're throwing kicks, but, this guy gives you power kicks from both stance, which is quite, uncommon as a look. And he has body kicks. He'll throw those when the opponent's in a mirrored stance. He likes the teep from orthodox when the opponent's in southpaw, or when the opponent's in orthodox and he's in southpaw. He likes to set up the high kick by using one of these non-committal leg feint kicks. He'll feint a leg kick, go up top with a high kick. I think that's how he caught Quinones, but I'm not sure. But it's something I've seen him use in the past. He also has nice low calf kicks, and look for him to throw the side kicks to the knee when he's versing southpaws. And I think he's going to be throwing that in this fight because Moutinho, he's a southpaw, and also he doesn't check leg kicks. I saw one fight where this guy just threw 10 unanswered leg kicks against Moutinho. And yeah, I think that's going to be a big weapon for him here. Also the counter straight right, he has hands too. He's quite accurate with the counter straight right, likes the slide too as well. And I think that's open all day on Moutinho. Moutinho is a southpaw as well. He comes in looking to walk you down, kind of a brawler type. He does leave his chin in the air when he's, blitzing, when he's charging forward. Yeah, he's more of a brawler, likes to get in your face and, look to make you exchange, make it ugly. But I think that slide too is going to be there all day, and the footwork's going to give this guy a lot of problems. How these guys win fights? So for Sean O'Malley, he's got one-punch knockout power, he's got good range management, he's very good at controlling the range, and also good footwork and good strike and defense on the back foot and the front foot. Like Thomas Almeida, he's a good striker, and he only hit Sean 10 times in their fight. So yeah, he's got good strike and defense, you can't say that he doesn't. How these guys lose fights? So for Sean O'Malley, question marks around his durability, also grappling tendencies that I didn't really discuss, but I'll talk about it now. So he'll look for wrist control or setups for submissions off his back, which is quite common with guys who train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or pure Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu a lot in the gi and whatnot. And that just leaves you open for ground and pound. Good top players will just break the grip of your wrist control, start looking for elbows over the top, and you're just not being defensively responsible on bottom, and it can get you caught. And you saw that he was kind of grabbing the wrist of Cheeto. Cheeto came over the top, landed a huge elbow. I think a few more of those Sean would have probably gone out, honestly. He looked like the first one got him pretty good, but I think a few more he could have put him out. And for Kris Moutinho, how he loses is that he's just way too hittable. Past the victory for these two. So for Moutinho, he's got to come in with a suffocating pressure. You can't give him any space to let off his kicks. Also leg kicks at distance, when you do find yourself at distance, but generally just try and get in the pocket and land your combinations, but just try and use whatever wrestling you have, honestly. For Sean O'Malley, look for low calf kicks in southpaw. Talked about that before. Body kicks are open and orthodox. He has that high guard, he just has a higher rear hand. His lead hand is low, but his rear hand is up near his chin, so I think the body kick's going to be open when you're in orthodox. Also, just don't brawl, don't engage in the exchanges, just try to make it a technical fight. Look for that slide back counter two, and I think, that's the game plan. How I see this fight going. So, say what you want about Sean O'Malley, but he has undeniable striking skills. You got to admit that. And Moutinho, he seems like a bit of a brawler. He seems like a guy that wants to get in a fight where both fighters kind of ditch defense and start trading in the pocket. But Sean O'Malley is just not going to play that game. He's going to be hitting Moutinho with damaging strikes, and then he's going to be getting out of the way of Kris before Kris can even return. This is quite a similar look to what O'Malley was expecting with Louis Smolka. Both Smolka and Kris like to come forward with kind of reckless abandon at times and just try and make the fight ugly and, get in your face. except Moutinho doesn't really have the ground game threat of Smolka, and that I thought was kind of as a path to victory for Smolka. I didn't favour Smolka in that fight at all, but I thought, you know, the grappling could get interesting, but Moutinho just doesn't have that. Moutinho, he is very durable. He's got to be taking a lot of punishment here as he tries to close distance against O'Malley. You know, a lot of knees up the middle, slide 2, and at distance he's just going to get picked apart, honestly. Leg kicks, teeps, spinning back kicks, body kicks. You know, the big octagon's going to allow O'Malley to use his footwork to a greater extent than when he fought at the Apex, and his footwork still looked really good at the Apex. Like, the guy has good footwork, he has good striking defense. I don't think Kris has, like, one punch or just, like, fight-changing power as well. I'm not expecting a meme KO at all. I think he's tough as hell, but I don't think his chin's going to hold up here. And I think they're looking to get Sean another highlight knockout, honestly, with this matchup, and I think he'll get one. There will become a day to fade Sean O'Malley, but just this isn't the one, guys. Save your hard-earned money that you've worked for, and just wait for an opportunity to invest it into someone else who isn't like a perfect matchup for Sean O'Malley. So if you're looking to fade Sean O'Malley, this isn't the one. Alright, so guys, if you could please like and subscribe, you know, helps out the algorithm a lot, helps out the channel, you know, get, you know, more people to watch it, and I'm trying to make this thing grow at the end of the day. Like, I'm trying to make money off this thing, and that's the way it's going to happen. I'm going to have to ask people to like and subscribe, so I'll do that. But yeah, could you please like and subscribe, and we'll get to the rest of it. So the prediction is Sean O'Malley by TKO in round 1. I think the line is honestly like pretty much correct. Like, he's gonna look that price. He's gonna represent the money line, in my opinion. You might think it's a bit wide because it's an MMA fight, anything can happen. Also, Sean's leg has just died on him in the past. But that's kind of what you're banking on, and how often is that gonna happen? 1 out of 10 times maybe is the max you could give that. But other than that, I don't think this guy's going to have too much for him. So some bets I was looking at was Sean O'Malley in round 1 at like $3 or plus 200. Sean O'Malley by submission at like $12 or plus 1100. I think the bookies they seem to be hip to O'Malley's grappling aggression. But yeah, I kind of want to hit Sean O'Malley by submission because he's always looking for submissions, and he hasn't got one in a while, I don't think. He might not even have one in his career. But yeah, bookies seem to juice the subline for some reason on O'Malley. But, you know, I think that could hit. I probably wouldn't parlay Sean at this price just because I think the line's correct. I don't think there's too much value on it. But, you know, just the unknowns for this Kris, but also Sean O'Malley's like improvements and, you know, the flaws in his game. He's had pretty favourable matchups, honestly. But yeah, also durability concerns. But yeah, just not really interested at this price. It's you know, it is an MMA fight at the end of the day, but I think the line is correct, but I'm not betting either side.